Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Sutara Shata Shri Śrīmad, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedānta Goswami Maharaj, Śrīla Prabhupāda Ki Jai, Śrīla Prabhupāda Ki Jai, His Divine Grace Śrīla Prabhupāda Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Prem Shikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shai Mukund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai, Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Swami Baladev Subhadra Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Ganga Maye Ki Jai, Jamuna Maye Ki Jai, Jalangi Maye Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Srimati Radharani Ki Jai, Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai.
Oh, glories to Maharaji.
Namo Vishnu Padare Krishna Prasthaya Bhagavate Śrīmad Bhakti-vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravana Pacharani Vishesha Shri Gauri Pachanjali Shantari. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Now there's a back row. Little obeisances to the back row. Maybe we should move that plant out of your way.
Which plant?
The one that you keep having to go around.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not that simple, Peter.
It's balancing.
Yeah.
We'll do it later.
We'll do it.
We'll do it
Just take. I didn't mean like right this instant. So welcome everybody to Sunday Satsang. I'm sure glad that you could attend. How many we have signed up?
Hold on a second, I need to adjust the volume. We have 19 on the chat.
19.
23
Wow.
viewers.
23 viewers. Wow, that's great. Yeah, it keeps just going up and up, you know. It's great. So we're very happy to be able to present this program. And of course now we have started every evening also with the evening satsang, evening darshan. Well, Peter, while you're at it, would you open that front door a little bit? It's really smoky in here. I might have to clean that chimney, huh? So everyone who gets the association of devotees, even for a little bit, their life is blessed. They're blessed because they get a moment where they're not conditioned by this material energy. They get to experience a consciousness that is not controlled by the three modes of material nature. And this is the actual consciousness of the soul. This is the actual identity, the actually who we are. Actually, everyone is a devotee of Krishna. But most people just don't know it. They've forgotten. They're in a state of amnesia, you know? They're in an accident or they get a hit on the head and then they forget everything. This is called amnesia. They can't remember who they am. Amnesia. But this is normally, in the material world, the result of an injury. But in our case, it's the cause or the effect of a disease, spiritual disease. And the spiritual disease is that we don't want to serve Krishna. Somehow or other we have become inimical towards Krishna. We cultivated some separate desire. We don't want to serve Krishna, we don't want to love Krishna. We want to get people to love us. So you see, it's an imitation of God. This is our disease. We want to imitate God. We want to be the enjoyer. We want to be the owner. We want to be the controller. We want to be the person who creates reality. Like, what was his name? Cheney? He was saying, yeah, we create the reality and you just report on it. Well, no, we don't create the reality. None of us creates the reality. We are all the tool of the modes of material nature. The modes of material nature are goodness, passion, and ignorance. And people who are conditioned by these modes exhibit certain symptoms. People who are conditioned by the mode of goodness, they're conditioned by the concept of happiness. And people who are controlled by the mode of passion, they are conditioned by the idea of fruitive results. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to get the result. Action and reaction, cause and effect. And then the people who are in the mode of ignorance, they don't know what's happening. They haven't any idea, no clue. They just take shelter of intoxication and all kinds of nonsense activities. So the people in the modes of material nature, they don't really know what's going on. They can't know what's going on because their intelligence is covered over by this material energy. Material energy is it's like putting on a mask. You can't see. It's like putting on really dark sunglasses and then wonder why you keep tripping over stuff. Because you can't see what's in your way. You can't see what's going on. The actual intelligence of the soul becomes covered over. You become blinded. So if you're blind, of course you're going to trip over things and run into doors and all kinds of stuff is going to happen and you're going to miss it because you can't see. Just like we use the example all the time. If someone is in a dark room at midnight and the walls are painted black and the rug is black, and then a black cat comes walking through the room, are you going to see that cat? No way. No, not a chance. The cat is there. The cat is real. But you cannot see it because there's no contrast between the cat and the background. But if you're in a white room in the daylight and the same black cat comes walking through, of course you easily see it. Because of the contrast between the foreground and the background. You see, this is the value of context. Context. So when you are in material consciousness, so many things will happen, like the black cat, and you won't even see it. You won't even be aware of it. They are still real, they're still there, but you won't be conscious of it. You will be unconscious of so many things, so many parts of yourself, so many events that take place in your consciousness. But because you're not aware on the level of consciousness, you miss them. See? The beginning of spiritual life is to be conscious of consciousness. Most people aren't even aware that they are conscious. They're simply aware of the objects of their consciousness. But because they don't have any idea or awareness of their consciousness itself, they miss it. They behave as if it's not there. They don't take care of their consciousness. They don't maintain their consciousness. They don't know how to direct their consciousness in different ways to get different results. So they miss so much of their life. One guy was explaining, he's a Zen meditator. He was explaining that people get caught up in the mental trap of acceptance and rejection. Oh, I accept this, I like this, and I reject that. And I don't like that. So I reject it. And then there's all the rest of our experience, and we just throw that in the trash can. Doesn't matter. Huh? So according to our desires, because we measure everything by getting what we want or think we want, we look at life and we say, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want that. And then we measure how